Was chosen by you primarily to reform Washington, to reform the government. You kept using the word reform. You have been in Washington, Senator, for 22 years as a congressman and a senator. The Republicans have been in power for the last 8 years. So, and I can understand why the Democrats talk about reform. But who is it that Governor Palin is going to reform? You? The Senate? The Congress? The Republican Party?
That's a good line. Actually, you know, the Democrats have been in charge of both houses for the last 2 years. Seen any big improvement?
But you all had it seen a great for the 8 and the 7 years before.
We're not talking about economy. We're not talking about housing. She was chosen to reform the government.
Because that's what she's done. That's what she's done.
Who is? But you chose it just to reform.
The Republican Party, the Democrat Party, even an independent, she'll reform all of Washington, just like she did by doing what she did in Alaska.
What is she going to reform specifically? Senator.
Well, first of all, earmark spending, which she vetoed $500 million worth in the state of Alaska.
She also took some earmark spending.
No, not as governor. She didn't. She vetoed. Well, look. The fact is that she was a reform governor. She took on a Republican governor of her own, incumbent governor of her own party, and defeated him. She sold the airplane. She fired the chef.
She sold the airplane at a loss.
She was very, well, you wanted her to keep it?
No, I wanted her to at least get her money back.
It was an 80% cut in spending.
The big point is she reformed government in Alaska. She freed Alaska, really, for the first time.
But what's the biggest reform?
You got to let me finish. You got to let me finish, okay? And that is that she took government out of the hands of the special interests and the oil companies and the old boy network and gave it back to the people of Alaska. That's a clear record of what she's accomplished.
What is she going to do in Washington?
That's what we have to do in Washington. The same thing. Break the old boy network, the special interests that control our agenda in Washington, and like I have attempted to do and succeeded in some areas, because I have taken on my own party. I've taken on the Democrats, Republicans, my own president, and I've taken on the special interests, and I have not been elected Miss Congeniality every year.
Well, you used to be more like that, John. Why am I calling you John?
Shame on you.
You know, you used to be more of the maverick, then you sort of turned.
In what way?
Well, you became much more lockstep, I think, with your party, with George Bush's policies. I don't see the old John McCain, who used to really buck the system as much, because I can understand why. You want to get elected. But, you know...
I've been through this litany before when I say, okay, what specific area have I, quote, changed? Nobody can name it. I'm the same person that I always was. I'll be glad to have Whoopi do it. Yeah. But the point is that I'm the same person, and I have the same principles, and I have the same issues, whether it be spending, whether it be climate change, whether it be the conduct of the war in Iraq, whether it be torture of prisoners, no matter what it is, and fighting excess and wasteful spending, I'm the same guy.
You know what? I have to just, one more thing. There are ads running from your campaign. One of them is saying that Obama, when he said you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, was talking about Sarah. There's another ad that says that Obama was interested in teaching sex education to kindergartners. Now, we know that those two ads are untrue. They're lies. And yet you, at the end of it, say, I approve these messages.
Actually,
do you really approve them?
Actually, they're not lies. And have you seen some of the ads that are running against me?
By the way, you yourself said the same thing about putting lipstick on a pig. You yourself used the same expression.
When I was talking about a health care plan.
Yeah, but he talked about change. He wasn't talking about Sarah Palin.
Okay.